questions for Coach Gregory.
Don't all jump at once.
I just had the teleconference yesterday.
Yeah, you got a lot.
Well, you guys headed to the conference tournament with some good confidence after being on a nice run. What are you seeing out of the team?
Well, I thought to host the second half of our conference season, we've played much better. You've seen improvements both individually and collectively. We've had some gaps in games where either defensively, offensively, or even rebounding-wise, teams were able to either break it open or stretch a lead that now we had to play from behind a little bit. But the last two games, we haven't had those. We've rebounded well, we've defended well. I think a great testimony to our guys is we win one game at Memphis playing 90% zone, and then at home against SMU playing every possession man-to-man. And it just kind of shows the focus and commitment to doing whatever needs to be done in that particular day to be successful. And I think you've seen that, and we've been successful over the last two games because of that. I spoke at length about the leadership of the seniors. I spoke at length about the guys coming back and the new guys and their impact. And we need all parties to be playing well in order for us to be successful. And I think incrementally you've seen us become more consistent in that.
Has this been growth throughout the season from this team? Do you feel you're playing your best ball at the right time here?
Yeah, I do. The last two games were our most complete 80 minutes. The first 16 minutes on Sunday was not the prettiest thing, especially offensively, but we were good defensively. And so there's no question we're playing our best basketball. We're playing our most complete basketball. And we've tightened up some areas that are crucial for us to be successful, and our defenses continue to get better, and we're more consistent there, and we've rebounded the ball much better. And then offensively, we've taken care of the ball. And those are three pretty key ingredients to be successful in any game, and we've done a good job of that. So you got to continue that, and you're playing against, in this league, if you don't do that with the quality of teams in this league, you're in trouble. And we found ourselves in that situation quite a bit, but our guys have kind of stuck to it, and I said resiliency and grit have been a great characteristic of this team.
When you look at the whole body of work, not just on the court, but off the court, has this been one of your more gratifying years as a coach?
Yeah, it has been. To make it gratifying, you have to go through tough times, and be able to fight through that. Because that's, in the big picture, at the end of the day, you want your guys to learn that as well, because that's what life's all about, And so I think we've been able to do that. Again, the old saying, we're not where we want to be, but we feel pretty good that we're not where we used to be.
Right.
And so again, as I mentioned, our progress is when you're in this process, it's not linear. There's going to be wins, losses, good times, bad times, and you got to keep fighting and believing, and you got to keep working. And I think our guys have done that.
Correct me if I'm wrong. 11 guys with over 3.0 in this program.
Yeah,
11. Wow.
yeah. It's the best semester that we've ever had. We had a great summer, and we topped it in the fall term. A lot of things had to take place, from 11 months ago now till now. Obviously, I hired a veteran staff, which was crucial. Just an unbelievable commitment from the people surrounding the program, which I think is crucial as well. And then the players have to buy in, and that buy-in does not always is not always static. It's up and down. There's good days and bad days on that, but that's part of the process.
Crazy things can happen in March, man-to-man in that locker room. Do you get a sense that they believe that you guys can make a run this week?
Well, yeah, I do. I really do. I think, as you said, we're playing our best basketball of the year. Guys' attitudes have been tremendous. I think guys are getting a little more comfortable. It's hard. When I say that, we've played 30-some games. Now we're getting comfortable. But when you look at how we put together the team and different things, it was going to take a while. But guys have been through these, runs before. Jiggett's team was, I think, the 5th or 6th seed, and they won the conference tournament. They've seen it on TV. So, and we've talked about it. We have talked about it. But I also told him, you can't make a run unless you win the first game. So there's nothing more important, and our only focus is on Memphis right now.
Speaking of that first game, you mentioned the success that you had up there not too long ago.
Right.
What can you take out of that, bring it into a game that's even more meaningful?
Well, you want to take the positives out of that, and we were very good offensively. We moved the ball, we shared the ball, we took care of the ball. Defensively, we adjusted our defense. As I said, we played a lot of zone in that game, but we rebounded the ball well. We'll see a much different Memphis team. They played it exceptionally well on Sunday in their win over East Carolina. They've won 5 out of the last 6. Their only loss was to us. They're basically playing their best basketball of the season as well. And with 19 wins, they're going for their 20th win. They have a lot at stake too. So I think it's 2 teams that are playing well right now, and whoever plays best during those 40 minutes is going to be the one come out on top.
Talking about Memphis playing their best ball right now, and I'm sure you watched their game from Saturday. I watched half of it. Bruton looked like a totally different player than when you guys played on Thursday.
Again, he so aggressive with the ball against East Carolina. Really drove the ball, got to the basket. He's again kind of getting more comfortable. Now with his new role with the injury, you know what I mean? And he was playing well, and he didn't play as well against us. But he, like a really good player, he bounced back. I'm sure he had 2 really good days of practice, and then he went out there and played exceptionally well against East Carolina. He's a load because he can get to the rack. He's got a very good mid-range game, and defensively he causes a lot of problems with his length and athletic ability and quickness. All good?